Manhunt is currently underway after a brazen prison break.
Authorities in Boise are looking for 2 suspects after an unknown accomplice helped an inmate escape from a hospital. 3 officers were shot during the process. The inmate and the unknown accomplice got away in this car. Police say both of them should be considered armed and dangerous. ABC's Phil Lipoff is following this story for us.
So what do we know about how all this went down? Who's in the mugshot there? Tell us about the search. We don't have a lot of details, Phil. It's up to you to fill in the blanks.
All right, well, here we go. This is just like something you would see in a movie. It really was. It was, in effect, a prison break. The inmate they're looking for is Skylar Meade. He was in a prison in Boise, and he got into a fight around 2:15. He was taken to an emergency room of a hospital in Boise. After he was treated and he was being taken out of the emergency room by 3 Department of Correction officers, someone was waiting for him, someone who was armed with a gun. There was a shootout. 2 of the Department of Correction officers were shot. One of them is in critical but stable condition. The other one has non-life-threatening injuries. They don't know if bullets hit them or shrapnel hit them. It was very confusing. There was a call of an active shooter at the hospital. So Boise police arrive and they see a man with a gun. They shoot that man. It happened to be the 3rd correction officer. He's doing okay, non-life-threatening injuries, but the inmate and the person who sort of broke him out of jail are still on the run at this hour. And yeah, they have a weapon and they've used it, so they are considered armed and dangerous.
Armed and dangerous. And what was the inmate in for? What do they know about this inmate, his past, the crime he committed?
All right, well, Skylar Meade has been in jail since 2016. He was serving a 20-year term. He was going to get out in 2036. Obviously, that will change now. He had been there for aggravated battery of a law enforcement officer with a firearm enhancement. There were some other controlled substances and felony possession issues. So he's got a lengthy rap sheet, and he was actually serving time for, the assault of a police officer with a firearm, and then this happens. We don't know who that person is who had the gun at the ER who broke him out, but no doubt police are looking for them right now. There was a press conference going on right now. Those are the details that we have at this hour.
What up, everyone? Thank you for coming back to my channel. As always, I do appreciate it. Let me start this video by saying, what the fuck? How in the fuck? Talk about the kahunas on these motherfuckers. Especially the one who showed up to break his boy out of prison, out of jail. God damn. These dudes are some bad mofos, let me tell you. So, I listened to a different news report, and one guy was saying how this kid, this guy, Skylar, he is part of a Aryan Nation gang up there in Idaho called Aryan Knights. And apparently they don't give not now damn about police, authority, nothing like that. They clearly showed it. So what it sounds like happened, this video said that there was a fight. The other video said it was a self-inflicted wound. Either way, sounds like he, if it was a fight, maybe it was a orchestrated fight. He got a little bit bruised up, had to go to the outside hospital, and they had this all orchestrated, planned out. Somebody was going to be there waiting. They saw the ambulance pull up, and apparently whoever it was, like the escape happened when the guy was finished getting his treatment. These 3 officers were escorting him, I guess, back to the vehicle that was going to take him back to the jail. And that's when the person who showed up to break him out just started letting off shots. He started shooting in the direction of the corrections officers, and apparently at least 2 of them got shot. This video says 1 is critically. They rolled off. They actually somehow, I don't know, they got away. drove off in that vehicle we saw. And so there was an active shooter report that went out. The police in that area showed up, and they thought that one of the corrections officers was the shooter, and so they shot at him. Like, damn. I mean, this here is literally, like they said, right out of a fucking movie. I cannot believe that these guys are actually on the run. They actually broke him out. He is actually on the run now. I can't believe that. Broke him out, came in there guns blazing, bussing at the correction officers. 3 of them took his homeboy and got the fuck out of there. Those are some bad motherfuckers, man. I got to give it to them. I can't lie. They got away with that. Now, got away in the sense of, for now, they will be caught. Whether they're going to go back alive is still yet to be determined. I kind of find it hard to believe that they will, considering, I mean, okay, he did have a 20-year bid, but 20 years is not life. Okay, you can do 20 and get out. He had 12 more years. You know, he could have rolled that out and got out, but apparently he was like, fuck that. I want to be up out of there. And for whatever reason, he felt like he had whatever he needed to do out here. So now he's out. And man, I mean, I don't big up crime, but this was some shit, man. This was a real escape. I mean, the only more badass thing would have been, you know, busting them right out of the prison, or taking them, I guess, right out of the police vehicle, you know, getting into a shootout with the actual police and getting them away like that. But I mean, wow. And I don't know what their plan could possibly be now. I mean, FBI, everybody within a couple states distance of them is gonna be searching for them. So it's not like they're not gonna get far, and they probably won't last long. But I'm pretty sure that the rest, whoever those Aryan Knight guys are up there, they probably have some sort of plan, because this definitely was not random. So whatever their plan is, I guess they're currently trying to put it together, and we'll see what comes of it. But whoa, I mean, I don't know. Listen, when I was out in the streets, and people that are in the streets right now, you see a lot of shit happening in the black community, crimes and stuff. People shooting out, having shootouts with the police, getting in shootouts with each other, different gangs, stuff like that. You never hear about nobody going to break their homeboy out, plotting a plan to go and get him. Listen, this guy plotted the whole thing, got himself injured, said, okay, I'm gonna be at the hospital at this time, wait until it's time for me to be released from the hospital, and then come in there, guns blazing, letting off shots. I mean, was not playing, was not fucking around. Got his homeboy, got his brother up out of there. I don't give a damn about the Aryan Nation, Aryan Knights, nothing like that. But man, look here, you gotta give props where props is due. That's some badass shit right there. That's some tough ass shit. And I really don't even, I don't even know. I don't even know what kind of an individual you have to be to agree to be the person. Like, okay, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna pull up at the hospital, and I'm gonna wait until he's leaving, and I'm gonna come in there and just start letting off shots at some armed corrections officers that are gonna fire shots back, knowing that the police are gonna be on their way really quick. So this had to be within less than a minute, less than 2 minutes tops. They had to be in that vehicle and heading down the road. Obviously, they're not going to be in the same vehicle now. Probably had another, I mean, who knows how in-depth this plan was. They might have had 2 or 3 different vehicles set up. And, you know, with a situation like the Aryan Brotherhood or the Aryan Knights, you know, all of them, they got family involvement. This ain't just no street gang shit where the dudes from the neighborhood get together. They got family involved. You know, when that Aryan thing is into it, the family is involved. Uncles, granddads, a lot of that's generational. That Aryan stuff is generational. And it's almost like a religious belief, especially in some small parts of the country. So, you know, they may have a whole community, a small community of people just all a part of that. Now, I'm sure all of them won't be able to be linked to it, but I'm pretty sure quite a few people knew that this was happening and they were ready for it. And a lot of pieces are in place. And we just got to lay around and see how this turns out. Obviously, they will get caught. The ransom will be out there. Somebody is going to be broke enough to say, hey, listen, I want that money. But then you never know. But I do believe, I mean, money always talks. So we just got to see. But the fact that this happened, he got himself, first of all, injured enough to be taken to a hospital, treated, on the way to going back to prison, broken out, and now he's headed down the road to whatever Aryan community. They probably got food ready for him. I'm sure change of clothes, artillery out the ass, because they probably going out in a hail of bullets, in a blaze of glory. That's some real shit right there. You never see that from no street gang. You never see that shit happen with no gangs in the black community. Somebody go to prison, somebody go to jail, he forgot his girl getting banged, his baby mom getting banged, his kids out in the streets, they hungry, his mom ain't being taken care of. It ain't nothing like that. Nothing like that happening in these black gangs. And that's something to think about right there. I ain't gonna rattle on too much. I just wanted to comment on that. That shit, I was literally listening to this video and I was like, I got to talk about this because this is some shit right here. This is some shit. Till next time, thank you all for coming back to my channel. Comment on the video. In case you all don't know, all of my videos have all comment blocks off, so you can say whatever you want on any of my videos. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this prison, this jailbreak or hospital jailbreak. These Aryan Nation motherfuckers coming through with this crazy ass plan that worked. Okay, the Idaho Police Department, whichever it was, Boise, coming through, thinking that the correction officer was was the shooter and starting to fire at him. Can you believe that? What kind of silliness is that? Meanwhile, the real shooter and the inmate hauling ass down the road. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Like and subscribe. As always, I appreciate you all for coming back to my channel. As always, we got to stay safe so we can stay free.